Good morning, one and all. Today's class we are going to see the what is self confidence, what is spirituality, and ethics at workplace. These are the topics we are going to cover uh, in this class. You will see. Just I will share the screen. Please tell me whether the screen is visible or not. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. These are the topics we are going to discuss for this day. First one is self confidence. Next one is challenges in workplace, and third one is spirituality. First topic. This is the self confidence topic. In self confidence, it is a certainly it is one's own capability, values, and goals. Is self confidence. One person is having some. Every person is having some capability, values, and goals. Depends upon that whether he is having the self confidence or not. We can easily tell this thing or not. These people are usually positive thinking, flexible, and willing to change. They respect others so much as they respect themselves. Self confidence is a positive attitude. Self confidence is a positive attitude wherein the individual has some positive and realistic view of himself with respect to the situation. The people with self confidence exhibit courage to get into the action and unshakable faith in their ability. In every situation, they will be in the unshakable position. They will be with unshakable faith in their abilities. Upon their abilities, they are having some fixed faith upon their abilities. They are not influenced by threats or challenges and are prepared to face them and the natural or unexpected consequences also. The self confidence in a person develops a sense of partnership, respect, and accountability. And this helps the organization. In every organization, a self confidence, a person with self confidence is very assertive for any organization like that. The people with self confidence has the following characteristics. That is, first one is a self assured standing. Second one is willing to listen, to learn from others and adapt to flexibility. Willing to listen, to learn from others and adapt to flexibility. This is the second one. And third one is frank to speak the truth. Frank to speak the truth. He always tells the truth and respect others' efforts and giving due credit to the others also. This is the main self-confidence person possesses these qualities. First one is self-assured standing, willing to listen. Third one is frank to speak the truth and respect others' efforts and giving credit to the others also. This is the other type of leaders are also there, though those leaders are taking the credit and not giving the credit to taking that credit as themselves and not giving any sort of value to the other people. This is another type of leaders. Those leaders are coward type of leaders. These are a negative type of leaders. Negative leaders. We will also see this type of leaders are not at all good for the organization also. These leaders are cowards, expose others. If they some people done anything wrong, they will expose them when failure occurs and own the credit when the success comes. Yesterday we have seen that Abdul Kalam sir's example in that he is the real leader. Satish Dhawan sir is the real leader. Whereas in our day-to-day regular lives, we can come across this cover type of people. They will only take the credit and they don't. They don't take the accept the failure like that. This is the other side of the coin. The factors that shape self confidence in a person are hereditary, attitude of parents and family environment, that is elder people. Elder people will give the guidance to us. It is a very assertive to it is one sort of assertive feature for every family. Next one is friendship, influence of friends or colleagues. It is the next part. Influence of superiors or role models. And the fourth one is training in the organization. Whatever the training we are taking initially for doing the job, this is also plays a vital role here. Example, in Infosys the training model is very good. That is these are the four factors will influence the self confidence here. First one is hereditary, friendship, influence of superiors or role models. Whatever the ideal person you're putting some ideal person in your life, we will automatically follow that ideal person characteristics or features. Fourth one is training in the organization. The following methodologies are effective in developing self-confidence in a person. First one is encouraging SWOT analysis. S means strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threat. This is the anticipatory analysis. By using the SWOT analysis, they can anticipate and be prepared to face the results here. And training to evaluate risk and face them. This is the self-acceptance type. Self-talk, this makes one accepts himself while still striving for the improvement here. Self-talk. For example, I would like to quote here. మనకు మనం మనకు మనం పర్ డే ఇన్ ఎవ్రీ డే మనకు మనం మాట్లాడుకోకపోతే మనం ఒక గ్రేట్ ఆపర్చునిటీని మిస్ అవుతున్నట్టు స్వామి వివేకానంద చెప్తారనమాట. అది సెల్ఫ్ టాక్. మన గురించి మనం ఒకసారి మనతో మనం మాట్లాడుకోవాలన్నమాట రోజు పర్ డే అట్లీస్ట్ వన్స్. అట్లా మాట్లాడుకోలేకపోతే మనం అసలు మన థాట్స్ ఏంటి, మనం ఎట్లా థింక్ చేస్తున్నాం ఏంటో అనేది కూడా తెలుసుకోలేని పరిస్థితిలో ఉంటాం అనమాట. అది దట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ సెల్ఫ్ టాక్. Study and group discussion. This is the fourth one. Study and group discussion on the history of leaders and innovators. By this group discussion only, so many things are get invented in our day-to-day life. That is possible by this group discussions only. So that every organization will use of this group discussions to form any grouping to make any project work like that. The example for these inventors, Walmart used to implement this study and group discussions in their company. Next one, these are the topics regarding self confidence. And next one is the challenges in the workplace. Main feature for these challenges in the workplace is character. Building up of character is the main point. All these challenges in the workplace dealt with. Main point is character only. Later on we will move on to the some of the other topics here. The biggest workplace challenge is that to be employees work ethics, showing up to work every day, interest in work and attendance, showing up to work on time, that is punctuality, taking pride in the quality of their work, commitment to the job, and getting along with the others. This is the first one is we should maintain some work ethics and interest on work and attendance, showing on showing up to the work on time, that is maintaining the things in a punctual manner, taking quality of work, committing to the job, and getting along with the others, supporting other staff or the other colleagues at the workplace. These are the features are essentially required to do a job in any organization. First one, character. The characteristic property that defines the behavior of an individual, mainly gives the behavior of an individual. It includes attributes that determines a person's moral and ethical actions and responses. People are divided into several categories according to the common tendencies such as ruthless, different types of people. These are ruthless people, aggressiveness, ambition, constricting, selfishness, stinginess, or cheerfulness, generosity, and goodwill. We can come across different type of people in working environment. We should cope up with all these people and do our job in a good manner. That is the main point. Individuals vary not only in the type of their character but also in the degree. The different levels of degree means different level of their temperament, like that. Those who lives in the lives those who lives are determined and directed by the prevailing habits, fashions, beliefs, attitude, opinions, and value of the society. This character building up mainly depends upon these things also. Next one. Character is exhibited through conduct. Character is determined by the expectations of society. Our society will give some rules and regulations. If we obey that rules and regulations, we are following the norms of the society, then then that person possesses maybe a good character, like that. If he fails to do that job, then we can tell that he is not obeying the rules and regulations of the society, and he is not a good person, and he is not having any good character, like that. He will be treated the minimum standards and fail to acquire the socially required behavior. This is the first one. And on the other hand, if a person is having whose beliefs, attitudes, and values are determined internally by the strength of their own convictions, these are individuals with developed minds and formed character of their own. First one is misbehaving one, and next one is developed minds. That is the basic difference between developed minds and misbehaving minds, or immature minds, like that. Next one. Spiritual traditions recognize that there is also a subtle environment of other planes of existence, both higher planes of spiritual influences and lower planes of negative forces in the universe, nature seeking to act on the lives. This is also another type. Spirituality, maintaining spirituality also, character building is possible. Character is the expression of personality of a human being, and that it reveals itself in one's conduct. One's conduct, in the sense, every human being has a one peculiar character. In addition to the usage, the term is also employed in a narrower sense. When we speak of a person, with his depends upon the character only. If I am giving some more respect to a person, means if his character, I like his character, then I am giving more respect to his character. That is the point. Character implies certain unity of qualities with a recognizable degree of consistency in the mode of action. This is the main point. Character implies certain unity of qualities with a recognizable degree of consistency in mode of actions. Psychology, psychologists analyze the different features of these characters from the past 40 years. Like that, they have given some different point of views. We'll see. There are four temperaments. Four temperament peoples are there. These are the main four temperaments. First one is sanguine. Sanguine means he is socially, these people are moving active people, but these people are not going to target some task here by doing the he is not going to do any task. He is active only. He is socially moving and active, but he is not going to do the task at a particular point of time. He keeps on postponing, like that. He may done, and these people may be at risk at some point. Maybe at risk at some point. That temperament, I can call the temperament as sanguine temperament. These are active people. These are extrovert people, and but they, at some point, due to this very much social behavior of these people, more active people will get some risk at some point. This is one type of temperament. Another type of temperament is choleric type of temperament. This type of temperament people are independent, decisive, goal oriented, and ambitious people. these are generally these features are tend to be these people are also extrovert people. These features are tend to be all these features tend to be a leaders features. These people, most of the people is having this short tempered people in this choleric type of temperament. There's having impulsive type of behavior also, short tempered or impulsive type of behavior possessing for this type of people. Next one is phlegmatic type of temperament. This is this people are relaxed, peaceful, quiet, and easygoing people. These people are easygoing people, relaxed, peaceful, quiet, and easygoing people. These people will show more empathy towards other people. They will think about other people. This is the main point. Phlegmatic type of temperament. And last one is melancholic type of temperament. This melancholic type of temperament is this type of people will behave analytical and detailed oriented. They will behave as analytical. They are having the analytical skill and detailed oriented, and they are deep thinkers and feelers. And they are deep thinkers and feelers peoples also. These are the melancholic, analytical, and detail oriented, and they are deep thinkers and feelers for the feelers people. They will also these people also show some empathy towards other people, like that. These are the basic four temperaments. First one is sanguine, choleric, phlegmatic, melancholic. These are the first one. Sanguine are socially active people. Choleric are goal oriented people. Phlegmatic temperament, relaxed, peaceful behavior. Melancholic behavior, analytical and detail oriented. These are the four temperaments. Four main important temperaments are given here, and some other with some other names. There are different types of temperaments. We are considering only this type of four important type of temperaments are considered here. These temperaments mainly depends upon the physiological conditions of the tissues of the body. The fact that different forms of temperaments have been organic basis such as hormones seems certain. These temperaments are get created because of these hormones released in each and every individual. This is the point. Next one. Character has been defined as natural temperament completely fashioned by the will. Whatever the thinking we are making here, those things will place a major role here. Natural tempered character, excuse me, character has been defined as natural temperament completely fashioned by the will, formation and refinement of habits of mind. Character, mainly character building dealt with habits. Whatever the habits we are making in our day-to-day life, that will place a vital role for the building of the character. uh, the exercise the exercise of this the exercise of the will plays the prominent role in the molding of the type of character. The manners and the degree in which the current of thought and waves of emotions are initiated, guided, and controlled by the will are allowed to follow the course of spontaneous impulse has more effect in determining the result type of character than the quality of thought. Normally animals is not at all having the any sort of character, because those animals is not having any thinking capability. Human being is having the thinking capability. These are the types of characters. Next one. A human through reasoning and growth of reflection by the exercise of choice against the impulse gradually develops self-control and exercise of this power, and that moral character is formed and reformed here. The character is in fact the outcome of the series of volitions, and it is for this reason we are responsible for our character means it is mainly dealt with habits here. Types of characters are given here. Those type of characters are mainly these are some physiologists are given here. The names of these physiologists are A. Bain and Perez. Based on the phenomena of movement, distinguishes characters are lively, slow, ardent and well balanced here. With with more subjective divisions and excluding indefinite types are characterless. Recognize the forms are the first one is sensitive. Those are sensitive, humble, contemplation, and emotional here. The active, great, and mediocre. Third one is the apathetic. Those are purely apathetic or dull. Fourth one is intelligent. These are the different types of characters. And challenges in the workplace in that some other sub point, that is ethics and the character. Ethics and the character. Visual psychology investigates the growth of different types of character. Ethics consider the relative values of such types and the virtues which constitutes them. The effect on the person's character of a particular form of conduct is a universally accepted as a test of its moral quality. It is a test for the moral quality. We can call this as test of its moral quality. Different systems of ethics emphasize different virtues in constituting the ideal moral character, with the utilitarian which places the ethical end in the maximum happiness for the whole community. Benevolence will form the primary element is the ideal character. అందరికీ మంచి చేయాలనుకునేది అనేది అసలైన క్యారెక్టర్ అనమాట. దట్ ఈస్ ద పాయింట్. A man, a man of character is frequently equivalent to being of capable of adhering to a fixed purpose. He will have that people will have some fixed purpose and they will work towards that purpose only. That is the thing. Another essential is the virtue of justice, the recognition of the rights, duties, and claims of others. Finally, by building up of this character, a human being will become a perfectionist here. Education and the character. The aim of the education is not only the cultivation of the intellect but also the formation of moral character. This is the main aim of the education, cultivation of the intellect but also the formation of moral character. Increased intelligence or physical skill may be easy to be employed for the benefit of the community. It is the function of ethics to determine the ideals of human character. While while recruiting you for any company, they will observe the what is the characteristics, what is the characteristics of the particular individual are going to be analyzed. What is the qualification, how he is going to react for any situation like that. They will give some problems. For that problem, how you are going to react, they will observe, and they will recruit you. Depends upon the reaction you are giving for that particular problem. Like that, they are going to analyze the behavior of any individual. Like that, that is the point here. Study the process by which the end may be the attained. Building the character in the workplace. First one, managers have to influence and employ creative means of stressing the importance of good character in the workplace. First one is employee hiring, training, and promotion activity. Institution and adopt an organization policy statement to positive character in the workplace. Every individual should have the positive character in the workplace. Example, commitment to civility pledges. This may be communicated through printing on the back of the business cards of the employee. Next one, prominently and explicitly include character considerations in recruiting procedures during the interviews and in the hiring the deliberations. Emphasize the importance of character and adherence to the six pillars. The main six pillars are, these are the main six pillars. First one is trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. These are the six main pillars for the building up of character. These are the things. It also includes the appreciation for cultural diversity by the valuing all people as human beings. Responsibility is being accountable for one's own actions. First one, responsibility is one's own actions, accountable for one's own actions, being dependable in carrying out obligations and duties. Dependable in carrying out obligations and duties. Being reliable and consistent in the word and action. Being committed to community development. These are the 4 responsibilities each and every individual should follow. First one is accountable for one's own actions, dependable in carrying out our duties, being reliable and consistent in the word and action, being committed to community development. Community development. Integrity or fairness means showing their inner strength and courage to the truthful, trustworthy, fair and honesty fair and honesty in all the things. It includes acting justly and honorably. Caring means being kind, considerate, courteous, helpful, friendly, and generous to others. These are the things each and every individual should follow, and these are the responsibles. Then only we people will become a good citizen of our country. Next one is include evaluation of fundamental character values such as honesty, promise keeping, accountability, fairness, and caring in appraisals or reviews. Institute recognition and reward systems for the employees who exemplifies the positive character. For example, if that person is having the am I audible? Hello, students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
నెట్ ఇప్పుడే నాకు డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయిందమ్మా ఒకసారి. ప్లీజ్ బీ ఆన్లైన్. ఉన్నారమ్మా పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ ఉన్నారుగా? ఓకే 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 ఓకే. ఈజ్ మై స్క్రీన్ విజిబుల్ టు యూ? స్క్రీన్ కనిపిస్తుందమ్మా నాది? విజిబుల్ లేదా? స్క్రీన్ లేదా? ఓకే. విజిబుల్ అవుతుందా స్క్రీన్?
Yes, sir.
ఓకే.
No, sir.
Wait a minute. Now? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
కనిపిస్తుంది.
Okay. Next one is institute recognition. Institute recognition and reward system for the employees who exemplifies the positive character. For example, awards and medals here. Think of your employees, especially the younger ones, as people whose personal and work values will be influenced by what you expect of them and how you are treating them. Think of your employees as present or future mentors also, coaches and volunteers like that. These are the some of the challenges at workplace. And with respect to the internal communication and with respect to the external communication, internal communication, use internal communication channels to create a friendly environment that tries positive role model at the workplace. This is the internal communication. Example is internal newsletters, workplace posters in canteens and recreation rooms, mailers, electronic mails like that. External communication in relation with customers, vendors, and others. Consciously communicate affirming messages about character and ethics. Yeah, my screen visible? Screen visible గానే ఉంది కదమ్మా నాది? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Character and ethics such as advertise and market honoring consensual values, that is example of 6 pillars. Assure that none of your products and services undermines character building. Include positive messages. Character counts weak in advertising, billing, and other mailers here. These are the next one is the financial and human resources. Support local and national character projects and activities of the members by encouraging staff members to get involved. And it offers incentives such as paying employees for the time they contribute at a local youth service organization like that. If for example, they have any employee is doing very well, he should give some incentives like that. That is the thing here. Financial and human resources. Mm. Sponsor character movement through financial support. Community outreach, doing some social service from that doing some social service by the organization is one of the type of community outreach. Use public outreach structure to encourage mentoring and other character building programs. Encourage educational and youth organizations to become active in the character building. Use corporate influence to encourage business groups, that is chamber of commerce, conference boards and rotary clubs like that, and other companies to support character building. These are the workplace these are the challenges
అందుకనే
in
అలా అనిపిస్తుంది.
workplace. And we move on to last topic, that is spirituality. Before going to spirituality, ఒక్క నిమిషం ప్లీజ్ mute your audio please.
గట్టిగా ఉండకూడదు మరి.
మావయ్యకి చెప్పాం బట్
మా ఎవరిదో
చెప్పాం నేను వండగాడికి చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే కోపం వచ్చాడు సాయంత్రం కదా కోపం రాదు.
I would like to give the one example here, how we need to behave while doing work in any organization. I will share some small incident here. The example is small boy, ఒక చిన్న బాబు ఉంటాడు. ఆ బాబు ఐస్ క్రీమ్ పార్లర్కి వెళ్తాడు అనమాట. ఐస్ క్రీమ్ పార్లర్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అతని దగ్గర కొంత అమౌంట్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ అమౌంట్ తోటి ఐస్ క్రీమ్ తిందామని వెళ్తాడు. ఐస్ క్రీమ్ పార్లర్కి వెళ్ళి అక్కడ వెయిటర్ ఉంటాడు. ఆ వెయిటర్ని పిలిచి చెప్తాడు అనమాట ఆర్డర్ చెప్పే ముందు ఆ మెనూ కార్డు తీసుకొని అడుగుతూ ఉంటాడు అనమాట. ఈ ఐస్ క్రీమ్ ఎంత, ఇదైతే ఎంత, ఇదైతే ఎంత అని చెప్పి అడుగుతూ ఉంటాడు. ఈ అబ్బాయి ఏంటి ఎంతసేపు ఇసుకిస్తున్నాడు నన్ను అని చెప్పి అతన్ని చీప్గా చూస్తాడు. నాకు ఒక 30 to 40 రూపీస్లో ఒక ఐస్ క్రీమ్ కావాలంటాడు అనమాట. అంటే 30 to 40 రూపీస్ ఐస్ క్రీమ్ అని చెప్పి ఆలోచించి ఆ అబ్బాయి గురించి కొంచెం చీప్గా అనుకుంటాడు. ఇంత బేరం ఆడుతున్నాడు ఏంటి, ఇట్లా చేస్తున్నాడు ఏంటి, బార్గెన్ చేస్తున్నట్టు అన్నట్టు అనుకుంటాడు అనమాట. ఫైనల్గా అబ్బాయి ఐస్ క్రీమ్ తెప్పించుకుంటాడు, తినేస్తాడు. ఒక 30 రూపీస్ ఐస్ క్రీమ్ తెప్పించుకుంటాడు, తింటాడు. వెళ్ళిపోతూ ఆ బిల్ పే చేసేటప్పుడు ఆ ఫోల్డర్లో 20 రూపీస్ పెడతాడనమాట. అంటే ఆ అబ్బాయి 20 రూపీస్ పెట్టి వెళ్ళిపోయిన తర్వాత ఆ వెయిటర్ తీసుకుంటాడు. తీసుకున్నప్పుడు అతను చేసిన తప్పేంటో అతనికి అర్థమైందనమాట. ఇంతసేపు బేరం ఆడింది అతను తనకి టిప్ ఇవ్వటం కోసం ఆడతాడనమాట. ఇప్పుడు ఆ 50 రూపీస్ ఆ అబ్బాయి దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి. ఆ 50 రూపీస్లో నేను 30 రూపీస్ ఐస్ క్రీమ్ తీసుకుంటే అతనికి 20 రూపీస్ టిప్ ఇవ్వచ్చు కదా అంతసేపు బేరం ఆడతాడు అనమాట అతన్ని. అది మీనింగ్. అంటే మనం తింటున్నప్పుడు అదర్ పర్సన్స్ గురించి కూడా ఆలోచిస్తున్నాడు అనమాట. అంటే మనం వర్క్ చేసే ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్లో ఏంటంటే మనతో పాటు అదర్ కొలీగ్స్ కూడా ఎట్లా ఉన్నారు ఏంటనేది కూడా కొంచెం ఆలోచించాలన్నమాట. వాళ్ళు ఏమన్నా కొంచెం సాడ్గా ఉన్నా, కొంచెం వాళ్ళని ఏదైనా కొంచెం వాళ్ళ మైండ్ సెట్ ఏదైనా డిప్రెషన్లో ఉన్నా సరే వాళ్ళకి కొంచెం ఏదైనా పాజిటివ్ మోటివేషన్ వర్డ్స్ చెప్పడం, అట్లాగే వాళ్ళని ఆ డిప్రెషన్ నుంచి బయటికి తీసుకురావడం అట్లాంటివి చేయాలన్నమాట. వేరే వాళ్ళ గురించి కూడా కొంచెం ఆలోచించాలి. వాళ్ళకి తగ్గట్లుగా వాళ్ళ మైండ్ సెట్కి తగ్గట్లుగా మనం వాళ్ళని మౌల్డ్ చేయగలగాలన్నమాట. దట్ ఈస్ ద పాయింట్. హెల్పింగ్ అదర్స్ విల్ ప్లేస్ ఏ వైటల్ రోల్ ఇన్ అవర్ డే టు డే లైఫ్. అది చిన్న హెల్ప్ కావచ్చు, పెద్ద హెల్ప్ కావచ్చు. మ్యాక్సిమం చిన్న హెల్ప్స్ చేస్తుంటేనే మనకి ఒక సర్టైన్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఒక పెద్ద హెల్ప్ చేయడానికి ఛాన్స్ వస్తుంది. అట్లా అనుకొని చేయాలి అంతే. చిన్నదా పెద్దదా అని కాదు. హెల్ప్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అంతే. హెల్పింగ్ ఈజ్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అంతే. అండ్ స్పిరిచువాలిటీ, వి విల్ మూవ్ ఆన్ టు ది స్పిరిచువాలిటీ. ఈ స్పిరిచువాలిటీకి వెళ్ళే ముందు కూడా ఇంకొక చిన్న ఫ్యాబుల్ చెప్తాను, వినండి. స్పిరిచువాలిటీ, ఒకసారి ఒక అతను ఉంటాడు. అతను ఏంటంటే దేవుణ్ణి ప్రార్థిస్తూ ఉంటాడనమాట. ప్రతిసారి ప్రార్థిస్తూ ఉంటాడు. దేవుడిని అడుగుతుంటాడనమాట. స్వామి, నువ్వు నేను కష్టాల్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు నాతో పాటు నా వెన్నంటే ఉంటావని చెప్తావు. నాతో పాటు నడుస్తానని చెప్తావు. నా 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 కష్టాలన్నీ తీరుస్తావని చెప్తావు. నేను ఒక్కసారి కూడా నా కష్టాల్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు నువ్వు వస్తావేమో చూస్తున్నాను. ఒక్కసారి కూడా నువ్వు రావట్లేదు స్వామి అని చెప్పి అట్లా తలుచుకుంటూ పడుకుంటాడనమాట. పడుకున్నప్పుడు అతనికి ఒక కల వచ్చింది. ఆ కలలో చెప్తాడనమాట దేవుడే చెప్తున్నట్టు అతనితో. దేవుడు చెప్తాడు, నువ్వు నువ్వు అతను ఆ కలలో ఏంటంటే నడుస్తూ ఉంటాడు. ఆ భక్తుడు నడుస్తూ ఉంటాడు. నడుస్తున్నప్పుడు నువ్వు నువ్వు నడుస్తున్నావు, నువ్వు ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడ ఉన్నావు అంటే నేను ఎడారిలో ఉన్నాను స్వామి అంటాడు. ఓకే ఓకే సరే, నువ్వు ఎడారిలో ఉన్నప్పుడు అక్కడ ఫుట్ ప్రింట్స్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి అంటాడు అనమాట. 2 ఉన్నాయి స్వామి. నువ్వు కూడా నాతో పాటు నడుస్తున్నావేమో చూస్తున్నాను. నువ్వేమో నడవట్లేదు. 4 ఫుట్ ప్రింట్స్ ఏమి లేవు ఇక్కడ. ఓన్లీ 2 ఫుట్ ప్రింట్స్ ఉన్నాయి స్వామి అంటాడనమాట. అవునా అని చెప్పి దేవుడు నవ్వి చెప్తాడనమాట. నువ్వు కష్టాల్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు నేను నిన్ను మోస్తున్నాను. ఆ 2 ఫుట్ ప్రింట్స్ నావే. నువ్వు కష్టాల్లో ఉన్నావు కాబట్టి నేను నిన్ను ప్రతిసారి నేను నీ కష్టాలను నేను మోస్తున్నాను. నిన్ను ఆదుకుంటానే ఉన్నాను. ఆ ఫుట్ ప్రింట్స్ నాయే అని చెప్తాడనమాట. అప్పుడు 2 ఫుట్ ప్రింట్సే కనిపిస్తుంటాయి. ఆ ఫుట్ ప్రింట్స్ దేవుడి అనమాట. 4 ఫుట్ ప్రింట్స్ లేవని చెప్పి మనం ఆలోచించకూడదు అన్నట్టు చెప్తాడనమాట స్వామి. అది దట్ ఈస్ ద థింగ్. God will certainly help us. That is the main point in every situation. కాకపోతే మనకేంటంటే గాడ్ మీద అపారమైన నమ్మకం ఉండాలి. అది ఏ గాడ్ అయినా కానీ. డిఫరెంట్ రిలీజియన్స్ ఉంటాయి. బట్ ద పాయింట్ ఈస్ వన్ సూపర్ న్యాచురల్ పవర్ ఇస్ దేర్. One supernatural power is there. We should, if you are born in Hindu family, you will become Hindu. If you are born in Muslim family, you will become Muslim. That is depends upon our birth. We are going to differentiate అంతే. ఆ బర్త్ మనం దేనిలో పుట్టాలి, దేనిలో పుట్టకూడదు అనేది మన హ్యాండ్స్లో లేదు. మన హ్యాండ్స్లో లేని దాని గురించి మనం దాని గురించి ఈ డిఫరెంట్ రిలీజియన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ క్వారల్స్ కానీ, డిఫరెంట్ క్యాస్ట్ క్వారల్స్ కానీ, డిఫరెంట్ రీజనల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కానీ, నువ్వు తెలంగాణ అని నేను ఆంధ్ర అని ఇట్లా డిఫరెంట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అరైజ్ అవుతాయి. ఏంటంటే బ్రాడ్ సెన్స్ లేకపోవడం వల్ల అనమాట. అందరూ ఒకటే అనుకుని ఫీల్ అయితే ఇవన్నీ రావు అనమాట. అందుకని పాలిటిక్స్ చేసేవాళ్ళు ఎక్కువగా పొలిటీషియన్స్ ఆర్ మోర్ బెనిఫిషియల్ బై దిస్ బయాసింగ్ కండిషన్స్ అనమాట. ఈ బయాసింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఎక్కడ వస్తాయంటే ఏదైనా సరే ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో పాలిటిక్స్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటే ఈ బయాసింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తాయన్నమాట. జనరల్గా వాళ్ళకి ఈ స్పిరిచువల్ థాట్స్ ఎక్కువగా లేకపోవటం వల్ల, స్పిరిచువల్ కంటెంట్ అంటే ఇన్బిల్ట్ అందరికీ మంచి చేయాలి అనుకునే స్వభావం లేకపోవటం వల్ల వస్తుంది అనమాట. ఇది మెయిన్. అది దట్ ఈస్ ద థీమ్. అండ్ ఈ స్పిరిచువల్ హ్యాబిట్ మనకి చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి ఎట్లా వస్తుందంటే, చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి జనరల్గా మనకి దానగుణం ఉంటే, బేసికల్గా దానగుణం ఏంటంటే ఇచ్చే గుణం ఉండాలన్నమాట. మనకి ఏదైనా ఉంటే దానిలో ఒక సర్టైన్ అమౌంట్ మనం దానం చేయగలిగితే, ఆ హ్యాబిట్ని మనం మన పిల్లలకి, మన నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్కి చేయగలిగితే, ఏదైనా మనకుంటే అది కొంచెం వేరే వాళ్ళకి డొనేట్ చేసేలా చేయగలిగితే ఆటోమేటికల్లీ స్పిరిచువల్ అవేర్నెస్ మనకు. సారీ, మై ఇంటర్నెట్ ఈస్ అన్స్టేబుల్. Am I audible now? మా వినిపిస్తుందమ్మా మంది?
సార్
నా వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుందా? ఓకే. స్క్రీన్ విజిబుల్గా ఉందా? ఈజ్ మై స్క్రీన్ విజిబుల్?
No sir.
ఓకే, జస్ట్ a minute. Now is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. అదేంటంటే మనకి స్పిరిచువాలిటీ గురించి చెప్తున్నాం కదా. దాన గుణం ఎట్లా వస్తుంది అంటే, మనకి దానం చేసేది ఏంటి, టూ థింగ్స్ అనమాట. అది వన్ ఈజ్ మనీ అండ్ అనదర్ ఈజ్ నాలెడ్జ్. మనీ ఏంటంటే స్టోరేజ్ చేసే కొద్ది పెరిగిద్ది. మనం దాన్ని ఎంత దాస్తే అంత పెరిగిద్ది. అదే నాలెడ్జ్ మనం షేర్ చేసే కొంది అనమాట. మనం షేర్ అంటే గివింగ్, ఎవరికైనా ఇచ్చే కొద్ది పెరిగిద్ది అనమాట. అది నాలెడ్జ్ అనమాట. నాలెడ్జ్ ఈజ్ మనం పోగొట్టుకునేది ఏం లేదు. మనం ఎంతైతే వేరే వాళ్ళకి ఏదైతే షేర్ చేస్తున్నామో అంతా పెరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది అనమాట లైఫ్లో. అది దీస్ టూ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ హియర్. And we will see some key points regarding this spirituality. Please listen. Spirituality is a way of living that emphasizes the constant awareness and recognition of the spiritual dimension, that is, mind and its development of nature and people, with the dynamic balance between the material development and spiritual development. This is said to be a great virtue of Indian philosophy and for Indians. Sometimes spirituality includes the faith or belief here upon some supernatural power, that is God. Spirituality includes creativity, communication, recognition of the individual as human being here. Next one, spirituality 410, any problem?
No, sir.
Okay, right. Spirituality is motivation, as it encourages the colleagues to perform better here. Remember, lack of motivation leads to isolation. Spirituality is also some sort of energy. Be energetic and flexible to adapt to challenging and changing situations here. One should not be too dominating. Make space for everyone and learn to recognize and accept people the way they are, but one can influence their minds to think and act together. Spirituality is also some sort of fun here. ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ హ్యాపీనెస్ అంటాను చూసారా, అదనమాట. ఆ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ స్పిరిచువాలిటీలో ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ హ్యాపీనెస్ పొందడానికి మోర్ ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయన్నమాట. టాలరెన్స్ అండ్ ఎంపతి ఆర్ ది రిఫ్లెక్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ స్పిరిచువాలిటీ. బ్లూ అండ్ సాఫ్రాన్ కలర్స్ ఆర్ ది సెట్ టు బి అసోసియేటెడ్ విత్ స్పిరిచువాలిటీ. ఈ టూ కలర్స్, సాఫ్రాన్ కలర్, బ్లూ కలర్, ఆర్ స్పిరిచువల్ కలర్స్ అంటారు అనమాట జనరల్లీ. Creativity in spirituality means conscious effort to see things differently, to break out of habits and outdated beliefs, to find new ways of thinking, doing, and being. And spirituality in the workplace. Building spirituality in the workplace. Spirituality is promoted in the workplace by adhering to the following activities. By doing these activities, spirituality can be adopted. That is, verbally respecting the individuals as humans and recognizing their values in all decisions and actions. Get to know the people with whom you work and know what is important to them. Know their goals, desires, and dreams too. State your personal ethics and your beliefs clearly. Support causes outside the business. Encourage leaders to use value-based discretion in making decisions. Demonstrate your own self-knowledge and spirituality in all your actions. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. నువ్వు 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 వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచి ఏదైతే పొందాలనుకుంటున్నావో అదే మంచి వాళ్ళకి చేయాలన్నమాట. అది spirituality for corporate excellence. That is, spirituality traits to develop for excellence in corporate activities are listed here. That is, first one is self-awareness, alertness in observation and quickness in decision making, being visionary and value based, holism, compassion. First one, self-awareness, realization of self potential. A human being has immense capability, but it needs to be developed. Alertness in observation and quickness in decision making. That is, spontaneity, which includes quick reflexes, no delay, but also no hasty in decisions. ఏదైనా హెల్ప్ అడిగినప్పుడు దానికి రెస్పాన్స్ కూడా క్విక్గా ఉండాలన్నమాట. అది being visionary and value based. It includes an attitude towards the future of the organization and society with clear objectives. Holism, whole system or comprehensive views and interconnected with the different aspects. Holistic thinking అంటే పవిత్రంగా థింక్ చేయటం అనమాట. ఈ పవిత్రత అనేది మనం ఎంత స్పిరిచువల్గా ఉంటే అది అదర్ పీపుల్ గురించి అంత హోలిస్టిక్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. విచ్ మీన్స్ ది వెల్ఫేర్ ఆఫ్ సెల్ఫ్, ఫ్యామిలీ, ఆర్గనైజేషన్ అండ్ సొసైటీ, including all other living beings and environment. Compassion, that is sympathy, empathy, and concerns for others. These are essential for not only for building the team but also for effective functionality. The next one is respect for diversity. భిన్నత్వంలో ఏకత్వం అంటాం కదా, అదనమాట. Moral autonomy, it means action based on rational and moral judgment. One need not to follow the crowd or majority. దట్ ఈస్ బ్యాండ్ వ్యాగన్ ఎఫెక్ట్ అంటారు అనమాట. ఒకే దాన్ని మనం ఫాలో అవ్వాల్సిన పని లేదు. మనం ఏదైనా ఒక సిద్ధాంతాన్ని మనం ఫాలో అవుతున్నప్పుడు కంపల్సరీ ఆ సిద్ధాంతానికి స్టిక్ ఆన్ అయి ఉండాలన్నమాట. అది క్రియేటివ్ థింకింగ్ అండ్ creative thinking and constant reasoning. Think if we can do something new and if we can improve further. Next one, ability to analyze and synthesize. Refrain from doing something only ట్రెడిషనల్గా మన సనాతన ధర్మం ఎట్లా అయితే ఉందో అట్లాగా డిఫరెంట్ రిలీజన్స్కి డిఫరెంట్ రూల్స్ అండ్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ ఉంటాయి. అవి మనం ఫాలో అవ్వగలగాలన్నమాట. దాన్ని అనలైజ్ చేయగలగాలి. దాన్ని మనం వాటిని మనం అనలైజ్ చేసుకోగలగాలి. దాన్ని ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసుకోగలగాలి మన రెగ్యులర్ డే టు డే లైఫ్లో. పాజిటివ్ వ్యూ ఆఫ్ adversity. Make adversities one source of power. A typical Karma Yogi's outlook is one of the book. Every threat is converted into opportunity. మనకు వచ్చే ఏదైనా సమస్యలు వచ్చినా సరే అవి ఒక ఆపర్చునిటీ లాగా తీర్చిదిద్దుకోగలగాలన్నమాట. హ్యూమిలిటీ, ద యాటిట్యూడ్ టు యాక్సెప్ట్ క్రిటిసిజం. ఇట్ రిక్వైర్స్ కరేజ్. ఎవరైనా నువ్వు ఇది బాగాలేదు, మీలో ఈ క్వాలిటీ బాగాలేదంటే దాన్ని యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయగలగాలన్నమాట. దట్ ఈస్ ద థింగ్. అండ్ విల్లింగ్ టు కరెక్ట్. ఇట్ ఇంక్లూడ్స్ మోడెస్టీ అండ్ అక్నాలజింగ్ ది వర్క్ ఆఫ్ ది కొలీగ్స్. సెన్స్ ఆఫ్ వొకేషన్. Treat the duty as a service to society besides your organization. These are the points which comes under this spirituality here. Okay, this is what is the time now? Okay. 9:55. Is it 9:55?
56, sir.
By this topic we came to the end of first unit. Just a minute. I will start.